Hola, hola. Hola, hola. How is everybody? Looking to see if I've got everything set up right here. Welcome, welcome. It's Thursday at 2 o'clock, Mountain Time, Arizona time. Welcome to Sahuaritacasita. It's Brenda Schweder coming to you live. This is so interesting here. I'm just going to try something. I'm going to add this back to the stream. Yeah, it's still vertical. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but we'll figure it out eventually. The important thing is that we're here together, right? I love it. All right, you guys. So I just want to turn on comments here and see who's all popping in. Today we're going to talk about adjustable bangles. These beautiful, beautiful things. Let's see if we can't get this showing here. This is what we're going to be doing today. All of these gorgeous things. Looks like I lost a few of my, well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Maybe I just didn't finish. So this is what we're going to be doing today. I love Valentine's Day. We're going to be doing that adjustable bangle, but we're doing it in these great saturated, beautiful aluminum wires. This is a 12 gauge, guys, so it is it's a little hefty, but absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. While I'm underneath here, see, I can kind of see you guys off to the sides. I am going to just remind you, if you guys did not see this fabulous, you're like, if you could not see Sunday's show for the Great Bead Extravaganza, you can go back and watch it. So it was really fun. So we did this choya piece, bit of choya, and then I put these turquoise beads in from John B. The links are all in the video. Added that fabulous glass Czech silver foil bead heart pendant. Gonna get all the words in. And then it was just jam-packed. Underneath all that is a little vintage stamping that we did. And then we also showed how to do the wire lettering. So that was so much fun. This is another thing that you could do with the bigger form. The love pattern, which is available at, I always have to think, Bead Projects and PDFs from John Bead. That Facebook group, please do join that. It is an amazing group. All of the patterns and everything that you need is right there. To make either the big or the small love. You can make a small love, you can make a big love. You can make many big loves and make many small loves. I'm like, this is so funny. So while we're on the subject of the Great Bead Extravaganza, I'm just going to call it the GBE because for some reason when you hit 4 letters instead of 3, I just gone a little bit crazy. This was last Sunday's. We are going to be going live again already. We wanted to do a spring one and we're like, oh, we can't not do Tucson. So we threw a Tucson one in the middle there. In just less than 40 days, we decided there's going to be another. So join me. Join us all weekend, you guys. If you love making and you're all into this, whether you've joined us pandemic hobbyist or if you just love us anyway. We've just all come together. There's 17 businesses that are in this conglomerate, and we're going again live on March 19, 20, and 21. So that'll be great. So, and I'll have that last spot on Sunday night if they'll let me. I doubt if they will worry about that too much. On that subject, I do have a few of these kits left. They don't have as big a piece of choya branch. Cutting up a choya branch, you're going to have to let me pick. So there are a few left. I think I made 16 altogether, and there might be a 17th. All of the feather ones are gone, so only the butterflies, poor little butterflies, are getting so lonely. So please come and buy them. They will all, by the way, the people who did buy the kits after the show, during the show, all those will be going out tomorrow, as well as if you won one of the 3 Now That's a Hammers, those will be going out soon as well. And gave away the pendant that was made on the show. That'll also be going out as well. Lots of stuff. Just wanted to kind of review and recap with stuff that we've been doing. Back in January, we showed you how to make this cool bead connection link. They're kind of big and fun and snazzola. This was the week before that where we did the kinetic link. And you could see we did a couple different versions. You know me, the found object maker, so I had to do one with some buttons that I got from my friend Lynn Brightson before I left Wisconsin. And what else I want to show you? And then last week, well, I'm going out of order, but this was Love ad infinitum. All of these patterns, you guys, are available at Bead Projects and PDFs. I should have this written down somewhere. From John Bead. Anyway, that Facebook group, you're going to love it. So this one, we did that 2 weeks. We've just been jamming on some aluminum wire love. And now we're jamming on some fabulous, fabulous CzechCrystalCharms, which we're going to show you today. But before we get to that, let's talk a little bit about, and so I don't have to be sideways so much again. Let's talk a little bit about Beads of Courage and that coming up. And see what I was like. So we're on session 3 of the collaboration for Beads of Courage, where I give you an idea or I give you some stuff, and then you come back with a piece of jewelry, piece of finished jewelry or 2. Or sometimes more. You guys are so generous. And then I just are just settling on a date today. I can't share that with you yet, but we're working on it behind the scenes with Beads of Courage. We're going to be doing an online auction in April in conjunction with the rescheduled Tucson Gem Shows. Okay. I know April does not jive with Tucson Gem Shows, but you know, COVID does some weird things. So, okay. Because we're talking about that, I want to show you some beautiful pieces that I got in the mail. By the way, if I haven't shown your pieces, please do. Where are we? I'm like chatting away and I'm not even paying attention to you guys. Here's Terry. Hi, Terry. And Adele is here. Diane, it's so long since I've seen you. Mwah. Extra hugs. Let's see. Deborah Duna Jones is here. Hello. Ruth is here. Is that for this year regarding the gem show? Yep. It's on, baby. Actually, there were a couple of ones that were, did you know that? That were on to during when the gem show was supposed to be. I'm like, well, I thought they were rescheduled. And then I'm like, wait a minute, this is a 2021 date. And so I'm looking up on their stuff. You'd think I'd know. Did not. Anyway, so I want to show you, I got a very cute piece from my love, Susan Legaiter. This is a cute thing, isn't it? Here's her little card. Susan's also my my assistant with the mostest, so she's actually a co-administrator for my Maker Circle Facebook group. There's going to be an announcement on that soon. So, yeah. Okay. So, but what did Susan make while she was at another bead show? She was like on fire, that girl. Are you on, Susan? Sometimes she's on. Carla Durand. Hi, honey bunch. How are you? So look what Susan did. Is this not cute? She actually made this way back when we had a design team for Now That's a Jig, and she made this for one of the pieces and is donating it. Isn't this lovely? I love it. And I love how she has the clasp works right into the key here. So adorable. I love that there's a little bit of tension there so it doesn't go flying off your body. But I absolutely love this. And you guys, you can participate too if you darn well please. Just go to www.etsy, brendaschwederfound.etsy.com. You can pick from my D stash. It's just $5 to kind of cover any of the, let me put that down here, brendaschwederfound.etsy.com. And yeah, or you can just go from your D stash, or if all that's just too much right now for you, I know there's a lot of stuff going on and you've got some pieces that you wouldn't mind sending us, email me or message me. Email is better. I know they say you shouldn't put your name up here, email, but you know, I don't always get this stuff. brendaschwederfound.com from Messenger. I don't know. Maybe it just gets buried, or I'm not paying attention. I feel like I've got my phone in my hand every minute. So anyway, hi Claris. Hello. Hello, John Bead. If you didn't get this whole thing down here, this show is sponsored by John Bead Corporation. Mwah. Hello, all my friends at John Bead. Okay, so, and we have one more that I want to share with you. First, let me see what Susan said. If it's not too sappy, I might not be able to read this, because we sort of have a thing. Here is my project for Beads of Courage. I created it during the days of design team, but find it very appropriate for this event. Absolutely. Recycled sari silk and old key. Vintage clock parts, watch face, and an old optician's vision testing lens. All share space with, I love that, share space, with copper and steel wire. She calls it hindsight 2020. And then there's more sappy stuff to Susan. And then she sent me some stuff. You guys are so sweet to me. I just love you. I don't do this to get gifts. Okay, here is my love, Donna M. Hoblet. I met Donna in a class. Oh my gosh, I think Donna and I met at a bead fest, and she's just such a sweetheart. She's one of those quiet sweethearts. And then this is the piece that she sent me for Beads of Courage to auction off. I mean, you guys, look at these beautiful pieces. We're just going to be raising so much money for the kids. And it just makes me verklempt. I can't talk about it very much. But I love it. I love it, love, love it. Okay. So I love John Bead. I love let's go back to brand here. Let's get rid of, we're not going to get rid of, but we're just going to put this down here because we don't want to be confusing anybody. Boom. And there it goes. So here's another comment. Thanks, Deborah. I know. So if you haven't seen, I'd like to show everyone's pieces. So if you haven't seen one, I think I might be caught up, but someone just messaged me on Etsy and said, hey, have you received mine? I don't think I have. I think I know everyone's who's coming in. I will check again, but yes. So please do let me know. I'm letting you know you got something coming. I always like to know I'm getting mail. My mailbox is very exciting lately. Okay, so for today, I got some links for you guys. All right. Where is the link? I'm going to paste it here. I tried doing something else this time. I put some more spaces between, so look at that. And it still comes up all jumbled. It looks really pretty before I hit send. But anyway, so today we're going to be showing you all about these bicones. And they come like this on these little header packs. So darn cute. I love, love, love how they're already sort of color selected for you. You have a couple different ones. There's 4 on each. And there's some at 6mm and some at 8mm. But they come with the jump rings already attached. I mean, that's kind of nice. You don't have to make jump rings. Just saying. So this particular colorway is called Royal Jewels, and I love it. Love it. You can see the reflection from outside. I've got the door open. Sorry for those of you guys who You might not be able to do that. You know I love it. Okay, so here it is. I made one, and this is called Autumn Sunset. Here, let's go down to this camera and see if we can add to stream. Okay. So let's see if we can't show you guys this. It's a little jutty, isn't it? I hope you're not getting that. Let's go this way. But I just absolutely love this. We've got a topaz in there. We've got different, I can just tell. So I put 2 packages on this one. So there's 8 on here, and then you can see the difference. There's some 6mm, and then there's also some 8, and these are Preciosa. No, I guess they're not. They're Czech. Okay. But I love the fact that they're charms. I'm getting mixed up with all my stuff. Okay. And so this is the one I did. I had to throw another one of those red hearts on, these foil hearts, because I just love them. It's just, I just add them to everything. But you can see too that it's beautiful even without the red heart with all these charms on them. I'm going to go back up. And then I also want to show you, I had to show you because if you guys you're familiar with Azalea Ogden, you need to get familiar with her. She is a high schooler, and I've known her ever since she was sitting down playing underneath the booth at the Bead and Button show or wherever they were for Green Girl Studios. And she made these shrinky dink charms. Absolutely okay. One's like a little monster with horns. There's another one like with a girl with a ball on top of it, I guess. There's this fish and a mushroom. I think this mushroom has a piece of cheese on top. I'm not sure. I gotta ask Azalea what she was thinking with that one. And then there's a sad face here. Sad face. Anyway, look her up on Instagram. I'll put the spelling of her name down here for you guys. And she's also participating. She made a couple dolls for me. Azalea. And I think if it's not, Azalea is incredible. Thanks. Ogden on Instagram. Okay, another reminder, guys, because I can't see somebody, if you're a Facebook user, if you haven't signed up with StreamYard yet, please go ahead and do that. Otherwise, I just see you as Facebook user. I want to see you like Adele. There's Adele. Right? Okay. So, okay, Adele. I'll put you down. Okay, how about we make some bangles? Now, what I want to tell you is that these are the instructions and the patterns and the blah, blah, everything that is on Bead projects and PDFs from John Bead. Go to that Facebook group now. Hi, Adele. And so we do have 2 different versions. These are all free on that site. If you can't get there, whatever, they're also on the Etsy link that's up there. We always feature the ones from this week, and then they go back down into, just make sure that when you buy them, that you're buying either the non-jig, this is the John Bead version, or the NTAJ version, which is this version right here. Okay. I'm not big on writing instructions. I will do anything for John Bead. And for you guys. So look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So you know what you've got. There's all kinds of different ideas there. Everything you need. All the SKUs that are used for that. Except, you know, in Alive, I usually add some more. Just to confuse you. And then this one doesn't have, this one's not all that instruction heavy, which is kind of nice because Sundays was like amazingly heavy with instructions. So today what we're going to do is we're going to make a bangle off jig, and what I want to do is I want to show you how to go ahead and do that. Let's see if I can pull this back up. And yep, there we go. So you can see. So let's go to this view, and then let's go to this view over here. Look at that, it actually worked today. Woohoo! And I thought what we would do is we would work with some either like, well, we might have to work with both, purple or fuchsia. Woohoo! You know, we did the red already for Valentine's Day, so why not do some more, right? And then I thought, you know, this is going to be kind of a small one, so I wanted to fill in a little bit, and so I thought what we might do is show how to make a charm with some Preciosa bicones, just as a little bonus, because I love you guys so much, and you know. So I thought maybe we would work with this one. Now, what is this color? I am going to look down here. Light Rose AB. And this, if I'm not mistaken, yep, it's an 8mm. So just so you guys know, when you get these, look at all this beautiful crystal here. You get 15 pieces right on this string. This is obviously temporary string, but look at that flash. That is something beautiful. Okay, let's get rid of this guy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this down here. This is here if you don't have the bangle sizer pucks from, now that's a jig. By the way, there are just a smattering of things left, and I'm going to be putting those on clearance very soon. I'm not even sure why I didn't do that before the end of the year, except for I just didn't have my head on straight, to be honest. So what I do is I just put this right down here, and if you don't have something like, if you don't have a bangle sizer puck, you might want to just say, hey, what do I have that, and I'm looking around my studio, which is what I used to do before I had the jig. What can I form this around? Nope, not that. That's too small. You know, or maybe you've got something. I was always in my pantry looking for stuff. Nope. What about the bottom? So look at that. We have something here, this cute little thing that I can form around here. Okay. So, but first, before I want to show you this, basically what stuff in there. What happens is that you're going to start right here. Always start at this starter arrow, guys. And then we're going to go around. We're going to cross over. We're not going to cross over. We're going to bypass because we're not going to intersect. And then we're going to go back down here to the halfway point. So this part is only covered with one piece of wire, and then these parts are with two, and then we're going to come back here. You can do this even up to a quarter inch. And let me show you kind of here. I think it's actually kind of cute with this bigger one, but you could do a smaller one. And so basically I've got like 3 different sizes in here nested. That's what all those colors mean there when you do get your pattern. So sorry, I got this a little bit crooked because I'm trying to keep out all the back stuff. So anyway, let's work with this because that'll be quite fun actually. Because a lot of you don't have the bangle sizer pucks. Okay. By the way, can you see around me? I got this like little backdrop thing, and I didn't think it was supposed to work. If you guys can see it's like a rainbow in back of there, and my beautiful eucalyptus tree. That's gonna probably have to come down. Meh. All right. So in the instructions, let's go purple. How about that? What we're going to do is we're going to cut off, and I think this is probably way too much, but I always like to add way too much. Look at this. I can just straighten this with my fingers. You can't do this with any other wire but aluminum. I mean, really. So I think I said 17 inches on here, so we're just going to go 12 and then another 5 right here in my ruler, and and it's going to be way too much. So I'm just going to kind of take this, and I kind of like this double thing because then you can kind of see me over here while you're waiting over there. So yeah, let's put this back here. I don't know how this is going to look, but I think not too bad with these bright red charms. You know, that's kind of the colors of the season, right? Now, make sure, I know that this one here, that now that I picked this, I said, let's use this. There's also a little bit of an indent here, right? Because you can kind of see this is, so don't do this the way that I could have done and basically put this in here, down in this lip, and then not being able to get it off. Oh, you will be able to because I'm not tightening it. But, so, okay, you can kind of see it. I'm going around. I'm going to hold this and I'm going to form it as I go. I'm going to stand up. Do you have to sign up every time? I have done it before. No, Debbie, you are good. Thanks for that. Yeah. But this person who said this, I'm going to out you here. Not really outing because you need to sign up for whoever said that. Okay, so look at this, and here's where, look at this. It immediately just takes the form of that, and I am just absolutely in love. When you get down to here, you can maybe mark. I was thinking, you know what, they could tell them they can mark this. I don't really think that's a good idea, actually. But what I'm going to do is at that 3 and 9 o'clock, I'm just going to take my pliers and I'm going to bend this right there so I know where to make that loop. I'm going to take that pliers there and I'm going to bend that there. So these look really, really hard to make. They're really not at all. Okay. And actually, so 17 isn't all that much extra, because basically what I want to do now is I'm going to clip this. I'm going to make kind of a bigger length, I think. So I'm going to clip this at about 1/2 inch, 3/8, something like that. And I'm always using the back side, my flush side. Here we go. Sorry about that. Of my cutters. Okay. Hold that. Always hold both pieces. Keeping that out of the way. And then I like to hold on to that and throw that away off camera right away. And then you can flip this. I also want to mention, I think I told you guys before, I'm really digging these John Bead Pro pliers now with these grips. Really, really cool. Okay, so we've got this now here. And I was gonna see how much I cut off. But I think I'm going to stick with that whole 17 thing. I thought I was kind of giving you way too much, but it's amazing how much wire you use when you start actually doing something. So let's grab this. You can use these guys. This is a round nose, or also John Bead has these, and they're not that same grip, right? But what I like about these is they've got one side. Let's try that. With the nylon jaw. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab this pretty much in this area right here, and I'm going to bend, roll back, bend, roll back until I get it pretty close. And actually, it's hard to do this. Okay. Now, if you didn't make that cut, make that right angle right away, you would be doing this now, but I'm kind of teaching you different than I wrote the directions, so why not? So that was that one. I like that because it's taking care of right. And I'm going to go a little bit smaller. And grab that and pull it down. Okay. So then I have, right, both of my things. Now you know that these are all, this is still, somehow I did this right, all on a parallel. I know, Deborah, right? So this is all parallel to each other. There's not a whole lot of wonkiness in here. But what's going to end up happening is that these need to be, well, that's not a good example. These need to be nice and parallel to each other, right? Because this is where all the beads are kind of clustering onto. And I like to just put them on one, but you guys can put them on another. By the way, as I was putting on my bracelets today, I was like, I wear this all the time. That's why I talk about these being stock. I probably have worn this particular bracelet, and there's probably a couple on here. I don't know how many times. Probably over 1,000 times, because I've been wearing this for years. And this is what it looks like in a thinner gauge, right? But then I didn't have the charms to put on, so I put these beautiful copper African trade beads on before I made that second loop, just so you know you can do that. And then they kind of go, you know, flipping back and forth. It's almost like a fidget bracelet too. So there's that. Hello, Susan. I was bragging about you before. I showed your beautiful bracelet, so your necklace, so you're gonna have to watch the repost. All right. So, and Susan, when we were at AFCI 2 years ago now, she was the make and take person for this. And so I think, Susan, you've probably made about 1,000 of these in your lifetime. Just in that, I shouldn't say in your lifetime, but in that one weekend. So here is a little trick that we're going to want to do. But what I'm going to show you now, as I didn't want to forget this, I'm glad I'm remembering it, is that this is the time to do the hammering with this adorable little nylon hammer here. And I'm just going to peek it out a little bit here so that I can hammer this, because once it goes right angle, I'm not going to be able to get to it as well. Now I can do some hammering here as well. Like I said, there's so many different ways to make jewelry that you really just kind of, I'm going to hammer this stuff, but I'm not hammering over the wire itself because aluminum is so soft. I don't want to dent it into itself. I don't have this on the instructions, but there's a lot of different ways to make a bangle. And then I'm going to kind of smooth it over here, do the same thing. Now this what I like about aluminum is it really stays where you put it, but not all wires are going to, and they're going to have that springy backiness to them, springy backiness. And so I'm going to show you another little tip in a second, but you can see that I've got one that's on one side and one that's on the other side. And what I want to do is I'm going to take and bend, make that right angle, bend this down toward that middle main line piece there. And I'm just going to grab it here, hold it, and right where the circle stops, right, and the rest of the bangle starts, right at that neck, I'm going to make a right angle down. Okay. See, and I'm going to make, you can see it's just a little bit, need a little bit more. Oh, is it frozen? There it goes. Frozen. Interesting. Okay. So you've got that one, and that you can see that's going to hook onto there just fine. And then this one, remember, don't bend it up, bend it down again. So you're doing the exact same thing. I'm going to go actually through here to see if that'll work. And I'm going to bend it down. And that one I might need to bend just a little bit. I went a little bit too far. Okay. So you've got this going on like that, right? Ooh, that's a good shot. Hi, Catherine Tetzlaff. So nice to see you. What is going on here? Okay. So, and then all you do now is that you just open and close these around this main thing. So it looks so hard, but it's really not. I remember when I was like, how can I show people how to make these? So I'm going to open this up. Okay. I'm going to just, you have to open it pretty far, you guys. Don't be afraid. Open, and then you're just going to kind of slip it in. Come on, guy. Might have to slip it in, and then I'm just going to close that right back up there. Catherine, I haven't seen you in a while, my love. How are things? Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing over here. Just going to try to just get it in there. Ugh, I feel like I'm wrecking it. Look at that. I kind of wrecked it. I should have opened it Isn't that something? It's like I could have just opened it a little bit farther, but no, I got to force it. All right. So do as I say, not as I do. All right, here we go. So, but you can see that I pretty much just got it right back in line with my fingers. And you're not going to have that good of luck with some other types of wires. But this, I just love the saturation of this wire. Now this is the purple, and this is the fuchsia down here. I'm loving that. Okay, so what I want to show you is that not so much. Well, I mean, we need to harden this, right? So let's bring it back around. I think it was probably this. I'm going to bring it back around here, and I can actually, you can bring it back to your form, whether you use, a bangle sizing puck or not. And sometimes if I need to, I'm going to just grab this and bring it up off of there so that I can get a nice contact. Here we go. And reshape it. Okay. Now, what I want to show you though is for the springy, this is other metals, the springiness. What I want to show you, I would have to, kind of get that rounded again, is that I want to bring this down here and hammer it so that it's in a slightly smaller position. And that's how you get the springiness into the adjustable bangle. Okay, that is why whoever invented this, my apologies to them because it really took off and we're all doing it. But you should get a lot of credit there, person. This is what I love, the small anvil for this particular project. And I'm trying to figure out how I want this on here. But what I like about this is it's got this little shelf here that I can hammer against, and then I can hammer these pieces separately from each other. And then that kind of gives them, a nice little bit of opening there too. I'm like obsessing over this not being perfectly round. But so that is where you build that spring in, is when you kind of bring this back, and then you're doing that because you're giving that wire some memory. Okay, so now the easy part. Hi, Chris Gatzow. We got almost the whole design team here. We need Micah and a few more. Okay, so isn't that cute? So we've got again, this one's called the Royal Jewels, and they're all just ready to go on. So I'm gonna do this. You guys remember that the links are already in there. And I'm just going to open and close these onto one of these. Now I'm kind of putting it between, guys, right? So then they'll kind of stay focused in a specific spot. And I can do this with my fingers. If you can also just do it with 2 pliers too. This is a pretty nice wire. For those of you who don't, I'm kind of a stickler for jump rings being closed all the way and nicely. So I'm just going to plop this on here again. I'm just not doing so well on the... So I like to close it. But then I like to give everything on the same plane just by giving it that one little nudge in there as well. Hi, Facebook user. Oh, hey, Janet. So thank you for that, because I did not mention the aluminum wire comes in 2 gauges. It's 12 and 18. So we're working with 12 today. Thank you for that. Okay, and this one just needs a little bit. Okay, so far we've got this really cute, I'm digging this kind of color combination here. So adorable. And so I think we won't use the fuchsia today, but what I want to do is I want to show you how to make some charms of your own. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off. I like using this, even though this is way too big, but this is a double flush cutter, and I want that nice, specific, little tiny end on there. That is gorgeous. And let's just give ourselves like about 3 inches. Let's do 3 different charms that are in this light rose AB. Yes, Janet, so this is definitely 12 gauge. And what I just had up here that I'm going to be making some charms with, this is the 18. So, and I mark them because I'm like just getting to know my my aluminum products here. So I want to make a jump ring. So let's try a couple different ways. I can just make like a plain loop to make a jump ring, right? Not a jump ring. I'm making a plain loop head pin. My goodness. That's kind of big, but just to kind of give you an idea, you probably want to work more toward the tip for this. And I got tools all over here as usual. And then I'm just going to stick my you guys have done this in so many projects already. Put my chain nose. I like having something with an edge here, a chain nose, so that I have a nice corner or edge to bend against. And then that's what's going to be my stopper to make this. I'm going to make a charm. Okay. So before I put my crystal on, it's always good to remember, is you're going to want to harden this right away. So that's going to do 2 things. It's going to harden the wire, but it's also going to give you a nice flat piece, especially down here. So let's get out some of this. This is the Light Rose AB. And again, Preciosa, you guys. I don't have to tell you what's going on out there with Swarovski. This Preciosa is amazing. I can't tell the difference, and I was a ambassador for Swarovski at one time. So this is going to be cute with this purple wire going through it. We could also have done like the fuchsia wire as well. But look at this. I love that this 18 gauge just like slides right on there. Absolutely adorable. And all I'm going to do is I like to just fold this back down, and I give myself a nice acute angle there. Okay, obviously way too much, but I'm going to give myself about 3/8 of an inch here. And then roll that back to make a plain loop head pin. Here's another way to do it. Might as well teach as much as possible, as we're just, how are we? Oh, 44 minutes, not too bad. So this one, what I want to do is I'm going to make a cute little spiral, and I'm just going to go teeny tiny to the tip there. I can't feel it. Does the aluminum work hard and well? You know what? It is amazingly, I mean, it's not going to work hard like steel, right, Deborah? But it's really pretty cool. This is the first time I've been working with aluminum, and I got to say that I'm a convert. So I just make this little tiny spiral here. I'm just going to kind of go a couple times, and this will lay a little flat. It'll also lay to one side of the drill when I put it in, because now I'm just going to go like that. And so basically I've made myself a little seat, right? I don't know if you can see that well enough. And so you can see this would probably work better with something that was like a round bead or something instead of a bicone, but let's work with it here and then just bring it up to the side, and then you can see it on the side of the bicone. That's super cute too. Again, we're going to make that cute angle. Like when I was first doing it, I would just go to a right angle, but this way, let's give ourselves a little bit more wire here. Almost to like more of a ½ inch. I'm going to bring this up. That way, when you bring this up, it's just going to form a really nice circle. Let's see here. And rock it and rock it and rock it. See? That way, this spot is able to come up into the circle. That's a little something for you. Oh, I forgot to work hard on this before I put it on. But you know what? It's all protected in there, so it would be pretty cool too. Yeah, Debbie, I think maybe you said that before, but somehow I learned that during one of the lives. That is so cool. Okay, I'm opening that. And what else? Let's make a different one with more of like a decorative bottom to it. What can we do? Since I'm getting so fancy here. Maybe we'll make like a little knot or something. Just gonna kind of go round and round and pinch. Am I back on screen? That'd be nice if I was actually on screen. Yeah. It's almost like a little rosette. Look at it. Like I just did that. So just by holding that one little end, well, now I'm going to make sure and snip off that little end. Okay. And I'm going to make a right angle. This is pretty darn cute, I have to say. Don't you love it when us presenters, we get like really high on our own work? So I'm just going to come back in here with the nylon jaw plier and just going to try to straighten that out as I go. I could put it down to the bench block too. Oop. Stay together, little rosette. Yeah, pretty cute. And so I got this little rosette thing here. Hi, Anne. I'm so glad I found you too. Oh, I'm going to make a lot more of these. I'm in love with this little rosetta. All right. Brenda, I think you don't have enough. You don't have all of the tools and pliers on your bench top here. Let's get a few more. And then we're going to go back to this. Let's see if we can make. Aha, my best one yet. Okay, so let's go ahead and put these on. You know, I could probably, you're going to see me here. We have 4, so we've got 3 spaces in between. So we can offset these cute little light rose ones here. And I don't have the jump rings for this, so but I think that we have, come on, stay there. We have just enough. I made these big enough so they can go right onto the wire. And you know what? That's kind of fun because then you also have a difference of height, which I like for the variety too. Or you can make another jump ring. It's good, I think, to show you just different like ways of doing things. And I'm going to open this one too. Let's see if this one will fit. This was my smallest one. And sometimes you think, it's not big enough. But then when you rock it back down, guess what? It's there. Oops, I put it on the end. Oh, well, so much for that's definitely a Brenda thing. Nah, I don't like that. Is to make a pattern and then to forget about the pattern. Okay. Let's put it's no big deal to open it and close it back up and put it in the right spot. I mean the right spot, you know. I amaze myself that sometimes I think that I'm not a very anal person, OCD person, and then you know what, I am. So I'm kind of liking that, guys. Let's see. Pretty darn cute. Let's get this guy because I think he's messing around with our little tablescape here. And we'll see if we can't make it pretty. Ha 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 ha. I know, Catherine, right? I don't think I've ever tried that before. All right. Let's get this off of here. We're going to put that there. We have that little pattern all set. And let's see, we have these in here. We're going to set the shot, right? Oh, that is pretty cute. And again, they have that, you know, that kind of like little interest there. Sorry, I can't zoom into a little bit better here. I'll do the reverse zoom. I like that combination. This would be pretty too, but I think I like, this is the pink. I think I like the purple against it too. When did purple become a Valentine's color? There's a little bit of trivia for you that I don't know the answer to though. I know that that aluminum is really cool, and the link is up there. I put the links for the gold, this heart. Love it. You know, I love something when I growl. The aluminum wire and also the icons. I just got that link today. Awesome. So some of you guys, is this in the way? Golly gee. Some of you guys were asking, like, how can we get the stuff from John Bead? I mean, a lot of you are in John Bead is the heart from John Bead. Yes, it is. So John Bead is a distributor, wholesaler, manufacturer. So they do it all, but what they don't do is retail, right? Because they trust their retailers to do that. But since I'm coming direct to you, when they started doing this, I opened up an Amazon shop. Okay, so that's where the links go to. It's Amazon, boom, boom, boom. And then you can go direct there. There are other guys out there that are saying they're John Bead and they're not. So trust my links. And some of them are just like exorbitant, goofy pricing. But anyway, I digress. Just trust my links. That's all. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, hi, Sherry. How are you? Definitely watching the replay. I'm glad. Now, I wanted to show you what I'm doing next week because I'm getting more organized, and you know that is not the easiest thing for Brenda to do. But you guys, you have to see this. It's so organized. It's way over here. Have you ever seen this crystal banding in plastic encasing? Oh my God. And what I'm doing is I'm going to make another one of these in the opposite way, but so it'll be with the teal banding. Oh my God. It's going to be so fun next Thursday because I'll show you how to make these earrings. And I don't know about you, but I'm using this 18 gauge and it is, I can use it for an ear wire. So I'm going with it. I don't think it's 18 gauge, like true 18 gauge, but it works for us, right? Don't look if this makes you queasy. There we go. Cute. You could also, obviously this is a little bit bigger than some of you might be comfortable with, but you could use this as a pendant, right? Siri said in 2008, no, Anne, you're the best. Siri said, okay, here we go. Anne says, Siri said in 2018, when it was a Pantone color of the year, it became a Valentine color. Anne, you need to come on every time I'm live, and you can be my little factoid lady. Thank you so much. Yeah. So, but you can see how these come too. Now I'll have the links for you guys next week on this, but there's two, I just picked these because I absolutely, well, you know, I love plastic. I love plastic. And then there's these two colors that we're going to be playing with next week, but there's also like two different sizes I wanted to show you. So these are the big, so of course, oh, Anne, thank you so much for that. These are the sizes. So this is bigger and this is smaller. Now I have to ask Carmi because they both say 1 millimeter. I ain't buying it. I think that might be some mispackaging. But also in this is a lemon color. This is great for this Pantone. Speaking of Pantone colors of the year, you guys, right? So this is the Pantone color. And this is an AB finish to these crystals, crystal AB. So you can kind of see can you see a little bit of a pink flash in there? That's that. The teal, not really getting it. That's plain crystal. Just so you know, had to look it up because I was like, there's some AB in there. Yep. You guys, I'm so excited because this weekend, here, I'll put my other earring back on. We're going down to Mexico for Valentine's weekend with another couple that we have as friends. And so I was so excited to go down there. What are you guys doing this weekend? I know, Debbie, right? I just love that teal and the turquoise together. It's not teal. It's not teal. It's turquoise and lemon. Turquoise and lemon. So I'll show you how to make that. Be a mismatched pair of earrings, but it'll be complementary, right? So, bet you're not missing the Wisconsin weather. Sherry, I gotta say no, the door is open here and it was a high of 70 something today, but you know, not everyone likes all the sunshine. I'll send some to you, Sherry. Sherry says, we need some of your sunshine. Aha. Terry wants to know, thank you so much, you guys. Isn't this nice of StreamYard? You can actually highlight your beautiful comments. Can you get those awesome pliers there also? Yes. No, not yet. I'm gonna have them work on that because these are amazing, and I can't even tell you where else you could go to get them. I know that certain other shops obviously have them, but yes, I will have. We'll start working on that. It's not as easy to load things onto Amazon. If you guys have ever tried doing that, I have with the jig, and it's not easy as just going into Etsy. Like if I would have wanted to put something on Etsy, like probably what I'll do is I found a few more feathers. You heard it here first, and I can just go into Etsy and change that. It'd take me about 5 minutes, if that, and to put a whole new listing on there. But Amazon is a different thing. Let's see if I'm missing any comments. Need to get you some aluminum. Elizabeth Attenberger, how are you, my love? Good to see you. Look at that. Araceli's here. Hi, Araceli. Okay. I thought it looked like okay. I think I got everything. Did I get answered all of your questions, guys? I like StreamYard a little bit better too because I can see everything coming in at the same time. Sharon is watching on YouTube. That's pretty cool. How is that, Sharon? If you're still here. I know they are so versatile. Right. Pretty darn cool. Deborah, how are you going to, you're a non-techie woman in a high-techie world. Well, I don't know if I believe that. Oh, Adele wants to know where in Mexico. Rocky Point. Never been down that far before. I mean, I've been to Mexico City, and I've been to Guadalajara and Guanajuato and Cozumel, but never to Rocky Point. So we're just going to drive down. It's just like, you guys, we're so close to the border here. I never knew that coming to Tucson, but Tucson's about an hour and a half north of the Mexican border, which is Nogales. There's 10 twin cities on either side of the border. And so I'm probably got 4 hours from Rocky Point. So I have to bring something to do in the car. Okay. You guys, I want to make sure if you guys aren't already signed up for my, oops, Adele, let me get back to the comments here and take poor Adele. She's like, hide me. So back here, please subscribe to my newsletter. If you guys go to my my Instagram site, oh come on, Brenda. See, I'm stumbling around here a little bit more. If you go to my Instagram site, you will, which is just Brenda Schweder Jewelry, all one word. Where are my banners? Oh, they look differently. Yeah. There's a link there to sign up for the newsletter, as there is on Brenda Schweder Jewelry, Facebook, blah, 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 blah. And one of these days, I'm going to get high tech enough to be able to put it right on here so you can sign up from here. But first, I got to get my camera to go the right way. Also, remember that all these are free templates and at Bead projects and PDFs from John Bead Facebook group. Make sure you go there, or brendaschweder.etsy.com for everything. Brenda Wise on Etsy. And here's a very important one. If there's something you can't find, like the tools, you guys, just email info@johnbead.com. So if there's anything you're seeing on here that I don't have a direct link to, email the guys at johnbead.com and they can help you. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So I think that is about it. We are going to go back to here and we were going to put this back up because this is so pretty. And we're going to go back here and we're going to take that off. I'm getting so good at this. We're going to go back to comments. All righty. All right. We have been live. Any other questions? 19 in Missouri. Oh, Cynthia. I'm sorry. And what does Sherry say? I don't want it. Sherry, screen up. Oh, so 18 inches of snow. Good gracious. Who had 18 inches of snow? Sherry says it's 18 inches of snow and 10 degrees. I'm sending you lots of sunshine. All righty. I think I've been yammering on pretty much. If you like this show, please do share. Helps me keep doing what I'm doing and impresses John Bead. We always want to do that. So, we've got like 8 of these on here. Really super cute. We're going to add this to the pile of all of the, they're so simple to make, you guys, and these are just great gifts. Just, who doesn't like an adjustable bangle bracelet? I mean, really. All right. I am going to get some Etsy orders out, you guys, and go pack. So I love you. So good to think. Thank you so much for joining me. You know that it really warms my heart and helps me again to keep doing what I'm doing. So you guys are my greatest supporters. All right. That's enough. We'll see you next week, Thursday at 2 o'clock, right here or any of these other places. All right. Adios.